Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We begin the third. Race don't travel. Race don't travel. Check 37. Check 37. And go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7. Here we go. At the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, Swift, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Back to throw. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He was looking for Parker that time.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check 13. Check 61. Matchbox lights. No.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll drop the throw. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Vigil in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Second and long. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 35. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 70 in. Yeah, you don't want none.
Second and 11. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Dolphins nothing.
Here we go. Recon, 132 fight. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Watch the twins.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Tight dog, tight dog. Man.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Protein spill.
Watch the safety creep. Check 52.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
Go!
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
52, 52. They're not ready for this, man. X3, 218, chopper. Hey!
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
General West. Smooth.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards. That's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Good. Bang.
Now Joe Mixon looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw here. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They'll give it to Mixon. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bengals have taken the lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that 3rd element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Murray. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the run, it's Mixon. And he's got some space here. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Watch 61, matchbox lights. Watch the ship. Yes.
Again, it's Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Pilot, 64, weak, Bravo. Look at me, zipper. Big rip.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man is Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
66. Bullet ride. Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Let's go now. 70 in.
Let's go.
Topper.
We got double up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
50.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set, 50, plant, recon, 132 fighter.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Shoot. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Yo, go. Right up.
They'll look to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Antonio Callaway, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Check 24. Check 24. Ready, go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Use the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike, speed.
They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game. That has to drive a coach crazy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And that takes us from second to third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Ready?
Looking to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey.
Back to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not it.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and 14. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, as they've got it to the rush coming, and he's taken down. Jerome Baker able to record his 5th sack of the season. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Mixon running right. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.